Can't make it up. Cornell University has a new vaccine mandate, and it only applies to white students. I don't know how the heck this is real, but this is real, and it's insane stuff. Like this is why not the bee was born. Cornell University has a new flu shot mandate in order to try and keep flu cases down so healthcare resources stay open for COVID patients. But the mandate applies to white people only, because of course it does, because we live in a clown world that gets shittier every day. That's right, at Cornell you conduct the mandatory flu shot, well, it's not really mandatory, is it? By claiming your race as an exemption, unless you're white, obviously. Cornell has an FAQ page, especially for people of color, that just means not white, that explains how victimized they've been by white people, and thus how they can be expected to trust someone to require them to get vaccinated or something. I mean, the people they shouldn't trust is those who enslaved them and sold them to white people. And ends with an invitation for non-white people to send an email to the department for an exemption to the vaccine mandate. Apparently, black people can't get the flu, so we're good. The flu vaccination requirement applies to all students studying in the Ithaca area. However, you may apply for an exemption if you have concerns, extenuating circumstances that affect your ability to meet the requirements, like historical, emotional trauma. We recognize, due to long-standing systematic racism and health inequalities in this country, individuals from some marginalized communities, black people, may have concerns about needing to agree with such requirements. Black people are allowed to hold historical injustice against us forever, just so long as they don't ever hold black people accountable for enslaving them in the first place. Only works towards whites. For example, historically, the bodies of black, indigenous, and other people of color have been mistreated and used by people in power, sometimes for profit or medical gain. Same with white people. It is understandable that the current compact requirements may feel suspect or even exploitative to some BIPOC members of the Cornell community. Additionally, recent acts of violence against black people by law enforcement may contribute to feelings of distrust or powerlessness. When you look at the rate at which black people are killing white people, it's way, 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 way higher than which cops are killing black people. So by this logic, do I have a right to not be around black people and feel unsafe about them and publicly state that? Or does this only apply when we're shitting on white people? We know this history and validate potential concerns that may rise. Remember, black people, always hold a grudge towards white people. That is how we move past and get towards equality. By the way, how condescending and patronizing could this possibly be? If someone ever spoke to me like that while patting me on the head and claiming they were trying to help me, I would slap them with hot lasagna straight out of the oven. Well, this is how Democrats have been treating blacks for decades. We strongly recommend that students comply with these requirements. At the same time, we understand that someone may not know the science and still feel distressing of healthcare and may have additional questions. Remember, when it's white people who don't want to get vaccinated, they're inbred retards and they're trying to kill grandmothers. But when it's black people, it's just fine. They can't catch the same diseases that white people can. We can be a resource if you need more information, an exemption, or have related questions, concerns. Please contact this person. There's no two ways about it. Cornell has a flu vaccine mandate, but anyone who is not white can get an exemption because they're not white. Totes not racist. We just have to treat non-white people different than we treat white people, because that's how equality works. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.